guys that haven't seen this before, we've got the oil sensor showing perfect on the dash, but on the motor it's showing the red light. That's because there's only one sensor gauge that can work, either the dash gauge or the sensor on the motor, but I can show you how to fix it. So for some of you guys, you've found that your oil sensor on your engine shows a red light, but the oil sensor on the dash shows normal height for the oil. So there's no warning. But the red light that you see on the engine is a bit distracting. The boat mechanics and where you got your boat from might tell you, oh, there's nothing you can do about it, but there actually is. As you can see, this is the sensor, and this is the wire that comes out of it. And the harness that goes to the front dash gauge is this loom here, and this loom here. And when you plug the engine sensor light into the oil loom, see what happens. So we just plug the oil sensor gauge off the engine, this one, into the oil loom, goes up to the oil bottle, and we're just going to start it, and again you'll see what the lights do. So even though you might be told that there's nothing you can do about that, and the lights on the engine are there just if you don't have front gauges on your boat, but there is something you can do. What you do is join this loom into the other loom so they're both connected, and then that fixes your problem. The lights on your engine work correctly for the oil gauge, and the dash gauge works correctly. So we've cut off the plug off the engine sensor. We've stripped back the wires on the loom, and we're going to solder them together, red to red, green to green, and then both gauges will be working. All taped up, loom's plugged in, both the front gauge and the engine sensor are now connected, and now both of the gauges work. So you've got the green light working when your oil tank's full, you've got your front gauge showing the level on it as well. So now you've got both gauges working, you haven't got a red light making it look like your oil's out when you're looking at the engine. I hope that's helped you guys too, and got your motor showing the right level.